Okay, so here's what's going on. Picked up some QCS, really curious to try this. I have a lot of furniture that looks like this, and then like this French colonial style stuff. And it has a lot of intricate curves and all this goofy stuff. So if this can take off those finishes with the extra stuff, if it can save me that time, it's definitely worth picking up more. So I've got a 4-pack because I really wanted to really hope that it works. But I'm gonna hit this thing because it has this stupid faux finish on here that just scrapes off with a fingernail, so I don't trust it to hold a paint job. So anyways, I'm gonna smear it on a bunch of stuff, so this is gonna be the first opportunity I have to really see what this stuff can do. So this is an unboxing video of sorts. I just wanted to show you how you get these things, because it's not like you get liquids in the mail. It's a little weird. So they've got a foam cap that cushions the cap, and then, as I mentioned in a previous video, I posted it, it's got some vermiculite, I think, to help absorb any drips. And then they send you a squirt bottle attachment. So this is my all-purpose tool I keep out on a planting bench outside where I'm spraying this stuff. And so I use that to tear the plastic. It's sealed, so you'll need a scissors, a knife, or something that you can poke through heavy plastic. I put on the gloves and I got worried about tearing them, digging into this stuff. So yeah, now I just need to put this thing together. So first impressions, super easy to apply, just spritz it on. I did that piece of furniture just to see what it could do after putting some not enough soy gel on there, and so there's a lot of finish left, and so I want to see what the QCS can do. This has been sitting around. This is somebody basically put out as trash, and I thought this would be a fun painting project for the junior squad to work on. This thing is moving along, and I did this guy. I haven't sprayed the fronts down, but I don't think that's going to use a ton of juice. So about half a bottle and 4 pieces of furniture. So I think it's probably going farther than about a gallon of the Blue Bear or soy gel stuff. And I got to show you this. It did a number on the glove. This thing was tight as the back of my hand, and here it is turning into calico. So while I'm waiting for this to cook a little bit, before I do the steel wool phase in the bowl there, I've capped the QCS and just letting it go. And so first impressions are super easy to apply. Just spray it on so you don't have to paint it. It's not gooping down the sides. I was worried about overspray, but it doesn't come out too heavy. It's not like a power sprayer. And so like in the drawers, there's a few spots, but really nothing. And so I'm letting it do its thing mostly. Like I said before the steel wool phase, you can see stuff's already coming off. It's only been a few minutes. But yeah, like a lot less odor than the soy gel, the Blue Bear stuff. I had an old jar or gallon, and that stuff smelled like boiled soybeans. And then it's also doing a number on the gloves. Okay, so this is the QCS follow-up. I am not exactly sure what happened. This had loose, weird 1970s finish on it, and the QCF seems to have kind of melted it down and blended it and smoothed it, which, you know, it'd be fine. There's some excess here. I'm using a scraper and a baby wipe to clean off the excess. But yeah, outside of the top, which obviously I want it to be very smooth, that's kind of the highlight of the dresser, or one of the focal points. The top is really chunky, and so anyways, I've been scraping it with this to take that off. But otherwise, it's pretty smooth. It's drying out, and so if that surface will take a primer, I'll do it. Okay, so here's what's going on. I've pretty much used up the bottle of QCS, as it turns out. The the process of using steel wool pad eats up a lot of juice, and this one's not quite there. And so the biggest problem is it's like soy gel. You need to keep it wet. The one thing that's interesting is this is pretty dry and fairly smooth, and so I wanted the old finish to kind of go away, and I'm assuming it's a lacquer shellac finish, so I took pretty much everything off the top here, but this is pretty smooth, so if it dries out and in the morning I could sand it. I'm wondering if it has the adhesion. I mean, it's definitely sticky now, but with a scuff sand I just need to know if I can put on a coat of primer and then start painting it. So I might need to talk to Stripwell about that. Okay, so this thing is kind of a competitor. It's a green stripper from Clean Easy or something like that. So what I'm wondering is how it cleans up and neutralizes the oils and stuff from the QCS. As you can see, it's coming off. I'm wondering, you know, the problem is that QCS seems to really soften stuff up and then it kind of lays back down. So I've been doing multiple pieces, which is on me. So if you're doing a bunch of different pieces, Blue Bear soy gel would probably be better because it goes on really thick and it just keeps working until you take it off. But you could run around a little bit more, and you need to keep spritzing the Stripwell. But I'm gonna try scrubbing it off with this and see what happens. Okay, so here's the problem I'm having with QCS. I didn't get all the finish off because I was working on multiple pieces. I kind of used up the bottle and I wanted to see how far it would go. And so this is from yesterday, and so the finish is still gummy, and so that was kind of what I was wondering, like with some of the alcohol based, like citrus strip, the alcohol portion of it, all the nasty stuff dries out, and then you can sand down, you know, what's gone, and you can neutralize it with something. But with QCS, they say to neutralize it with QCS, the Stripwell folks. And so I've got a message into them about, you know, basically, you know, I'm kind of tied to QCS because I'm not sure exactly what the chemical reaction is, but obviously I'm gonna have to get this off before I can finish this.